Hey, good morning, guys. It's me again. It is Monday. I'm at Black River Falls Terminal. I got here Friday. Made a video for y'all when I got here, and I haven't left. I've been here since. So, they fixed all the damage to the truck, but they found that somehow, somewhere in all of this, one of the cab leveling airbags blew. And they didn't have any airbags to replace it with. So, and because it was the weekend, they couldn't do anything till today. And so I had to sit here all weekend long. And, I was not happy about it at all. Not even in a little bit. I wasn't happy about it. But I'm making a real effort to put a positive light on things. I'm not by nature a positive person. I'm really a pretty cynical person. I don't see a lot of good in a lot of things, and a lot of people are like, my glass is half full, and the other ones are, my glass is half empty. I'm the guy that looks at the glass and said, who put that bullshit in my fucking glass, and why didn't they fill it all the way up, I'm just not a real positive person a lot of times. But, I tried to put a little bit of a positive light on it, and I spent the weekend reading books, and I wasn't going to get upset about it. I'm a rational person, so I looked at things and I was like, there's nothing maintenance can do about it. They can't make the parts appear out of thin air. It's not a common item, that they should keep in stock, so it's not that big of a deal, and there's just nothing I can do about it, it's just part of the game, something, it went bad, something broke, they don't have the part to fix it, they can't make Kenworth be open, so that's just the way it is. I was stuck here for the weekend, and there's a lot of things I could have done about it. I could have sat here and I could have complained about the maintenance department, or I could have complained about Millis Transfer not having, everything that they need, but why? I mean, the mechanic fixed everything on the truck except for those airbags, and there's nothing that he can do about it, he did the best he could do, and he stayed on my truck all day long, he worked on it constantly until couldn't be done. When he ran into that problem, he came and he got me, he explained it to me, he told me what the problem was, he told me why it wasn't going to get fixed, and he told me I had to wait till Monday. So I sat here all weekend long and I read books. My dad has an account on Nook, and he gave me access to his account, and I have a Nook app on my tablet, so I've got access to all of his books, and he's got pretty good taste in books, so I've been reading books all weekend long, and I'm fixing to go in the driver's lounge here in a minute after I make this video and get something to eat. I'm going to make books again. So today's Monday morning. So I go into maintenance this morning, and I talk to the guy and I explain the situation. He finds the notes from Ben, the mechanic, and he's like, man, the earliest I'm going to get these parts is going to be around noon. That's just to get the parts, and once they get the parts, then they got to get the truck in the shop, they've got to get it fixed. I've still got 3 tires, that are old tires, and I explained in my last video that a while back I had a flat at Love's, alright, and Love's replaced the tire, and then I went to the Cartersville terminal for a B service, a week or so after that. I made a video while I was at Cartersville for B service, and they took my tire, they took my brand new tire, and they put an old tire on there. That old tire is the one that blew, and that's the reason that I've been down all weekend, okay? My thought on it was that they should have taken the 3 old tires off and put them on trailers and put 3 new tires on my truck, and then we wouldn't be in this situation. Okay, they don't think that way. They think that they need to use the tires and run all the tread down on the tires till they reach 530 seconds, and then at 530 seconds they take them off and recycle them for trailers. All right, so we don't agree. We don't agree there. But I went in and I explained this morning. I told the mechanic, Craig is who I talked, or Todd. I either talked to Craig or Todd. Now I don't know which one it was I talked to, because I don't know the difference. I don't know each person. But anyway, I talked to one of those guys, and so they tell me it's going to be noon before they get the part, and then they say, I explained the whole tire situation. I asked them, I said, I know y'all don't change these tires out till they reach 530 seconds, but I said, man, is there any way y'all can put 3 new tires on this truck so I'm not in this situation again? And he said, let me check and see what we've got. And he said, if we can, we'll change them. So I may get 3 new tires out of this, which would make me a whole lot happier, because I sat all weekend long. I've lost a lot of money. I've lost a lot of potential miles. I did get a 34-hour reset out of it, so it's not all bad. I got a 34-hour reset, so I've got a fresh 70 to start with as soon as I can get this truck out of here. Anyway, then I went to dispatch, and I was just kind of shooting in the dark here, trying to get something out of this weekend. So I went to dispatch and I explained the situation to dispatch, and I told dispatch, I've been here all weekend long. Is there any way I can get some kind of layover pay out of this? And they looked up, and they're like, yeah, we'll get you taken care of. We'll get you paid for this. That made all the anger and frustration kind of go away. I couldn't talk to them all weekend. So all weekend long, I've been a little bit angry about this. And I kept my mouth shut. I didn't vent to anybody. I didn't really say anything to anybody. I mean, it's part of the job. There's nothing anybody can do about it. It's a mechanical failure. The mechanics, they did a good job trying to get me rolling again, until they ran into the part. So there's nothing for me to be angry at the company about. There's nothing for me to be angry at the mechanics about. I'm just angry at the situation, because my luck is so bad. There's this guy in a cartoon back when I was a kid. They had the Flintstones, and then they had that throw off of the Flintstones that had all the kids and stuff in it, and that throw off, I don't even remember the name of the show. Some of you older guys may remember this, but in that older show, there was this guy, I think his name was like Sleprock or something like that. Anyway, everywhere he went, everything got destroyed and fell apart. He just walked by a place, the whole freaking place would cave in. He just had the worst luck. It's like catastrophe followed him everywhere. Well, that's me. I'm tired of the bad luck. I'm tired of things going wrong all the time. And it's nobody's fault. There's nobody to lay blame with. Because it's just the way it is. It's my luck. And that's what I was angry about. And nothing anybody can do about it. And getting mad about it ain't going to change anything. It may influence the way other people think about it. If I start venting and talking, a lot of smack about the company, because I have a breakdown and I'm down all weekend, it's just part of it. That's part of trucking. There's nothing anybody can do about it. You have mechanical failures and you're down, and when you're down, you lose money. And that's the downside to this not this company, but to this industry. There's nothing that can be done about it. We base our living on a mechanical object. So I went in there, and dispatch is like, man, don't worry about it. We'll get you paid. We'll get you something. I don't know what something is, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. It could be $15 a day, and I'm happy, because they did something. I don't know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get some kind of a layover pay. I don't know what the layover pay is going to be, but they're going to pay me for this weekend, and that makes me happy. It makes the time that I had to sit here better. And you know, it just makes me really like this company. You know, it's things like that that make the difference for me. You know, because I know not all companies are like that. I know that not all companies pay layover pay, and not all companies don't pay you when you're broke down. You know, but my company does. You know, and I was sat here all weekend long, and there was nothing anybody could do about it. But come Monday morning, they pull the strings. You know, yeah, there's something we can do about it. You know, yeah, we couldn't get you loads, we couldn't get you miles. You know, we couldn't get your truck moving again because maintenance has got it shut down. You know, but you had to sit here, and there's something we can do about it, and we're going to do something about it. You know, we're going to make it a little bit better. We're going to do what we can. That's the attitude this company's got, man, and I love this company because of that. You know, I just love this company, man. You know, it's a really good company, and I'm not gonna lie. I may not be here forever. I may not be here anymore in a couple of years. You know, because I constantly have to look out for what's better for my family. You know, I constantly have to look out for what's better for my future. You know, and if in a couple of years the right opportunity comes for me to advance and to go further than I can go in this company, then I'm going to have to take it. You know, but this is a good company, and I'm really happy with the decisions that they've made over this situation this weekend. You know, and I just kind of wanted to share that with you. You know, yeah, I had some downtime and I had some bad time, you know, trying to make the best out of it. You know, but Miller's transfer came through. You know, they came through and they said, you know, we're not going to let that be wasted time. And just leave it at that. You know, I'm happy. I'm happy that the company went that extra mile. You know, I'm happy that I got quality dispatchers. You know, I'm happy that, you know, this is a good maintenance department. These guys up here are good, you know. So, I really just kind of wanted to share it with you. And I wish that I had an internet connection so I could upload the video to YouTube. I'm going to say it one more time and I'm going to cut this off. I really like my company, you know. The Miller's Transfer is a good company. We'll leave it at that. Y'all take care. Peace out.